Welcome back, everybody that is returning. And those of you that are new, welcome to this platform. My name is ASTRAEA Love, and I'm going to do a reading for you guys today. So please like this video. Please tap that notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed. All that stuff helps this platform and gets these messages to the people that's meant for. If you guys have any personal questions, you can send a $20 Cash App or a $20 PayPal. Welcome in, Shaman Maria. And once that's confirmed, then I will pause the collective reading and use another deck, one of these many decks, to answer your question. Okay, so paid questions take the priority. That's the way I'm making myself available to help others. Okay. Let me see really quick. Okay, there we go. Okay. That's probably my favorite, the hang drum. Actually, I don't know. I like the crystal singing bowls a lot too. So my message for y'all, we'll go into the prayer. So we're calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, the Ascended Masters, our spiritual team of highest light and resonance. And we're also calling upon our like, what's it called? Starseed family, our ancestors, and we're asking, and the archangels, we're asking that they put a shield of protection around us, protecting us from all negativity and all evil and anyone that would try to sabotage or ruin anything for us. So thank you, God, for everything that you do for us. Thank you for the miracles that you create. Thank you for all the prosperity and abundance. And thank you for the gifts and abilities that you've given me. And thank you for my life. Thank you for what you've given the collective. And we praise you in your holy name, Lord my God. I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into your holy presence and I meditate upon your divine will and any messages that you have for me or for the collective. I am open and willing to channel those through. Okay, so by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled, please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes no copyright, no shadow banning, no gatekeeping, no witchcraft, no trying to sue me, none of that shit, okay? All right. These readings are for entertainment purposes, but they're also spiritual. So it is very entertaining. I'm not going to lie, but it's also to help you spiritually. So keep that in mind as well. And just take what you feel resonates and whatever you don't feel resonates, leave it for the person. Oh, thank you. I love that drum too. Yeah. Yeah. So leave whatever doesn't resonate for the person that it's meant for. Okay. Because this is a collective reading. All right. So I think that's pretty much it. So somebody tried to put y'all in the freezer. They tried to freeze your project. They tried to freeze your project. I was going to say progress, but I guess project came out. So I don't know if you have a project going on. Somebody tried to freeze that. This is why I tell you guys to move in silence and to not be telling everybody your business. Don't be telling people about what you're working on because people will try to put you in the freezer. I mean, I'm not going to tell you that shit's going to work because it's stupid. It's going to curse all of the food in the freezer. And then these people are most likely going to feed their children cursed food, but whatever, that's on them. Literally, I'm getting the rune Isa, or Isa, however you say it, and that is the ice rune. Welcome in, Phoenix Empress. I hope you're having a good day. That is the ice. Oh, coming by Halloween painted zebra. How cute. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. So yeah, this person tried to put y'all in the freezer. I don't know who told them to do this. Maybe they watch Witch Talk. Witch Talk is like a TikTok channel for witches where they do these ridiculous spells and then teach people how to do it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna be honest. Putting somebody else when you put somebody else in a jar or in your freezer, okay, those types of spells are meant to be created for people. You were going to write a novel, but now you're not sure of a different subject. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Well, maybe there's 2 novels you could write. So yeah, if you're interested in 2 different subjects, I would be making just notes on both of them, and you have your whole life to work on it. So you could definitely do both. So yeah, putting somebody else in the freezer is not a good thing. What that's going to do is it's basically it may stop a few things for that person, but it's gonna stop for whoever's freezer it's in. It's gonna the majority of it. It's gonna stop that person that put whatever in their own freezer. And like I said, it infects the food with curse energy. It's just a bad idea. And so I do not agree with freezer spells. I listened to this one TikTok story about this girl that put her friend in the freezer, and basically her life stopped moving forward, and she was like, what the hell, it was supposed to be my friend's life that stopped moving forward, but no, that's not how it works. Not only that, like the only time it's appropriate to put someone in the freezer is if you're dealing with like somebody that's beating their wife and you have to freeze their behavior because they could unalive somebody. But even then, there's better routes, like going the legal route and getting away from that person. That's better than just putting them in the freezer. You know what I'm always going to tell you to take some type of rational physical action rather than following up some stupid shit, like putting somebody in the freezer and thinking that that's going to work. So we're going to see what's going on today with this person that tried to do this. They wanted to stop you from creating something from some type of project. 2, they were taking some type of steps to like making some type of progress, or at least they thought they were, towards bringing something false towards you. They also thought that they were going to stop you from receiving opportunities and like support, and that's not what happened here. In fact, you could work with the runes, or you could know about the Norse runes. They were trying to use the ice rune on you, and I think it's called Isa. It's ISA, so it's either Isa or Isa. But yeah, that okay, this is like really interesting. So that rune magic did not work. When people are casting runes and they're not doing it correctly, it's called Merkstav. Okay, so it's basically they're experiencing the side effects of this Merkstav runes that they were casting, trying to freeze something in your life, not realizing that one of your higher selves could be a frost giant like me, like Loki. Loki's a frost giant. So putting me in the freezer isn't going to do fucking anything. Like literally, go right ahead with that dumb shit, because all that's doing is adding more protection to whatever I'm working on. This card that just came out says the force of light is with you. Revealing your truth threatens them all. Let your light shine. So don't dim yourself because these people are insecure. Like their insecurity really doesn't have anything to do with you. They're just looking at you and feeling insecure because they don't know who they are spiritually. And if they knew anything about the spiritual world or things as they actually are, this person would not have tried to do this to anybody else, especially when it's unwarranted. You never did anything to deserve this. All you did was be yourself. And if being yourself gets you thrown into a freezer or whatever, then you're obviously doing something right, because nobody comes for people that are not doing anything positive. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm doing good. Oh, you did? Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, so you go ahead and send your question when you're ready, Phoenix Empress. But yeah, this person, they thought that they were going to have the victory over you. This is not a victorious Putting you in the freezer is not a victorious thing to do, especially because you guys have some type of frost giant, some type of natural ice. You know, what is ice? Ice is frozen water. You have some type of natural protection. You could be somebody that loves winter. I used to hate winter, but now I have a different feeling about it. I feel like there's good things that could come in every type of season. And even though winter is a little bit cold, at least there's Christmas, which makes it a little bit more fun. Okay, so what is the energetic key that unlocks your next level of financial flow and freedom? That's a good question. I love your questions, Phoenix Empress. They always like expand my mind. Okay, so we're going to use the Money Moves Oracle deck. I love this deck. Okay. So I'm getting that you have this code already within you. There could be some type of, speaking of the freezer, there could be some type of block that was put in place that's being removed. Now, this block, I feel like it's something that stemmed from childhood, or it could have been like a family member or something like that that had scarcity mindset. Maybe they had a hard time with money or something like that, because that's what I'm getting. It's more of like an imprint that's being cleared. So it is a blockage, but it wasn't something done to you. It's something, oh, you're very welcome. It wasn't something done to you to stop your finances. It's just something that maybe you were around or you witnessed when you were younger, and then you developed a fear or a belief about it from that point. So I do feel like the healing code is within you, but let's see what comes through. Look at this, many choices. It says opportunities abound when you are in a dilemma. And I always think that this is a very interesting energy, because it's like we don't even realize the resources that we have until we're put in a position to where we have to ask for resources, right? So it says all roads lead to Rome. I don't know why it says that. I think it's a typo, and it should say all roads lead to home. That's just my personal opinion, because I don't get it going to Rome, whatever. It says, look at all of your options. So, yeah, you may have more options than what you're thinking about. So something could come in a miraculous way. If you're needing the resources to start a project or to fund a new business or something, you may just need to look in another area, because there are resources that you have available to you, or that will be available to you. I just heard a grant. You could possibly get a grant from the government. You know, they want women to, they want female energies, I'll just say, the government does, to start businesses. Okay, so there, you may want to look into applying for a grant. I don't think that a business loan is going to be what you want to go for, because the bank may not give you a business loan, but I do feel like the government would possibly give you a grant. And this could also be you coming into contact with somebody who does have the resources. Let's say if this is something that you're wanting to create, like a new business, look into doing things the route that's the cheapest. Like if you have to create a website, there are some programs that you can use to literally create the website yourself. I don't think you're going to have to outsource to somebody else to do that. I think that you have the skills within yourself to do that type of thing. And, you know, it may just be purchasing whatever the URL thing is from, like, you could go to GoDaddy.com. They sell website URLs really cheap. And then there are free programs on the internet that you can use to make like your website and stuff like that. So there are definitely options out there. I feel like you're not going to have to outsource to people, but if you needed to, there will be somebody that comes in. Whatever these closed doors are, I feel like this is stemming from childhood, because the thing is that maybe doors were closed in your parents' faces or somebody in your family that they could have struggled. Maybe they got fired. There's something going on that needs to be healed. the thing is about closed doors, when one closes, another one opens. So every ending is also a new beginning. So don't be afraid of the doors that are closed. Any door that closes just means that that opportunity was not meant for you. Okay. And trust me, if anything closes in your face, it just means that either it's not the right time for it, or there's another way to do it, or that opportunity, there's something that you didn't see about it, because it could have caused, like, just something that you didn't see, it could have caused harm in some type of way in the future. So it says no good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. This could have been the end of something that you were doing or thinking of doing. Literally, this could be like the end of you working a 9 to 5 or working for an actual other person. So I'm getting that I'll have always had the mindset of an entrepreneur. And if you're looking for work in the spiritual field, there may be some doors that close in your face, but those are just the opportunities you're not meant to take, literally. Because you have wealth. Wealth is health. There are a lot of things that money cannot buy that you possess, like beauty, attractiveness, good energy, wealth. Literally, it says you're moving towards you're moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the great work. So yeah, don't be discouraged if you feel like opportunity has passed you by. Any opportunities that you feel have passed you by, those are the ones that are not meant for you. Okay. That's kind of how destiny works. We have a little bit of control over it because we have free will, but basically if something's not for us, it will not be for us. Or, something could be not for us for a time, and then in the future that door could open back up. So if it is something you really wanted to invest in, that you had a door closed in your face, you need to go, well, why was it closed in my face? What is it that about this situation coming to an end? What I'm getting is that whatever it was you were investing in the past, that it wasn't going to provide long-term stability. Yeah, you have the authority. You're in a position of authority spiritually. It says, take on the role of being a leader and everyone will respect you. Be self-confident. I feel like that you could be working on developing, I'm hearing light codes, could be light language that you're doing. I'm also hearing that you could be channeling a lot of messages from your spirit guides. This could be turned into a book, literally. So I would be working towards, making what you get from spirit into something that's tangible. You also may want to create some type of oracle or tarot deck on the messages that your spirit guides give to you. Flexibility. Yeah. See, this new path, with you being the authority over your own wealth, this new path is going to give you a lot of flexibility that the old way did not offer you. And so if you have people in your family or people around you that are like poo-pooing your ideas, that are just talking down on it or whatever, don't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. They could be telling you not to go for something because they're coming from a space of lack and scarcity, right? They are not you. And I know that parents are just trying to look out for their kids and they want the best most of the time. But like literally they can only give you advice from their perspective of experience. And if their perspective of experience was lack and scarcity, then that's all that they can give you, right? Yeah, you definitely do have spiritual authority. That's why you're getting these downloads. I don't think that everybody gets this many messages from their spirit guides, like seriously. And then also, you're meant to lead a group of people. This could be teaching people about how to heal, how to do shadow work. Like, I do feel like you are a leader, but you're also a teacher. You're somebody that's meant to teach other people, and you have the patience. See, not everybody has the patience to be a teacher, but by you teaching spirituality or some type of inner healing work, maybe it's developing a course that people can take on how to, work with feng shui crystals and work with their shadow or something like that, by you developing something that people can learn from, it puts you in a position of authority. It'll give you flexibility, and this mind power that you have is a lot of intelligence. It says, use your intelligence, analyze data, logic, and think rationally. Lead with your mind. So yeah. Yeah, it's going to give you a lot more flexibility. And then it's going to make the people that you outreach to, is, you know, you may end up doing TED Talks or something like that in the future, like literal instructive videos on how to process emotions. You know, you could even be giving your testimony and your story of what you had to go through to get to where you are now and how you healed. Yeah, shedding skin. So there is a snake energy here, but I don't get that this person has any type of control over your future. So by shedding your skin, you're basically reducing losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. You've transformed, literally. And the people around you may be confused why you're so different, but it's because you've gone through a rebirth, literally. Alchemy. Yeah. You could even be like into the occult secrets. All the word occult means, I know it sounds super scary. It does sound scary. I don't know why. Maybe because it's got the word cult in it. But the occult, all it means is like hidden knowledge. That's all the occult means. So like you could literally be teaching people how to get rid of witchcraft, or even how to do white magic, which is like protection spells, healing, that type of thing. It says, using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secrets. You are dealing with somebody that's trying to get a heads up. They're trying to get ahead of you by using these secrets, but they don't understand the bigger picture of the universe. They don't know who they are spiritually, so they're not going to get very far with this, especially when it comes to beating you at something. I don't know where these competitive people come from. Like, where are these people coming from? Yeah, somebody wants you to make the wrong decision. I think that investing in whatever this person is wanting you to invest in would be the wrong decision, because it feels to me like that their behavior is reckless. And I think that yeah, beware of a mentor coming in that thinks that they can teach you something about like shamanism or magic, but then they're going to tell you to make offerings at the crossroads or do some weird shit that will backfire immediately. Because when you have a connection with the Most High God and you try to revert back to an old way, like going to make a crossroad offering, the shit's going to backfire immediately. Like immediately. And so this person, they may think that they can guide you, but I'm getting that your spirit guides and your ancestors, those are the ones that you should be listening to, not whoever this person is that's going to come in and want to help you. So does she already know who this person is? No, I don't think you know them yet. Yeah, you're definitely looking and they're definitely looking. So what you seek, you will find. It says, have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. Seek and you will find. So this person is definitely looking for a come up. And they think that they're going to make you some type of pupil. But when you have a direct connection to God, you don't need to learn from another human. And this person's energy is making me super nauseated. So I don't know what that's about. When they contact you, you may get nauseous. That's going to be your sign that this person is a snake. Love affair. It says, beware that love affairs at work rarely end well. Don't lose your mind. Okay, so literally, this person, if they come in and they want to love on you and be part of your business and they want to be the leader, you're supposed to be the one that's being the leader, not this other person. This person, the knowledge that they have is like low vibrational knowledge. So somebody could be wanting to come in to deceive you at this time, at this very crucial time where you're supposed to be getting a true twin flame offer. You got some joker that's wanting to come in and distract you and then get you off of this path, basically, that you're on. Yeah, they want to bring some type of surprise to you. Surprise, surprise. An unexpected change that can turn that can bring positive change. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of abundance here. A lot of abundance. That's why this snake energy is trying to crawl its way in. Beware of people that overly flatter you. Like if they keep saying the same things over and over again, there's something off about that. Yeah, this person will be exhausted from attempting to do this though. They will be financially drained. When this person comes to you, they're going to be out of other options, okay? They're going to be already financially drained. This person would be a financial drain. So just be aware that there is somebody trying to come in at this time, but I think that you're a lot smarter than this other person. So your mind power is going to show you that they are not for your highest and best good. Partnership, because there is somebody that will come in that will partner with you, but it'll be after you've developed whatever this course is on your own. So it could be like somebody coming in to offer something that could actually benefit you, but it'll be after you've created something. It says joining forces with business partners for a win-win cooperation. I'm also getting the advertising. Like, I think your greatest cost when it comes to this new project is just going to be advertising. So you may want to look into what ways you can advertise whatever this is that you're thinking of doing for free. What methods can you utilize, basically? Or if there's things that you can learn, how to monetize your content or whatever this is, because I feel like advertising, that'll be the thing that costs money out of all of this. Everything else will probably be free. Okay, what else does she need to know, Spirit, about this financial shift? Yeah, it's going to definitely bring you up in social status. Definitely. Whoever you partner with is going to bring you up in social status, because they're going to have a lot of people already within their reach. And then the people that you bring, it's just going to expand and grow. It says you will reach the heights and fame of society, so don't get arrogant. Yeah, you will be in a position of authority. And you don't have to split any with this partner that's going to come in to benefit you. You're not going to have to split anything, right? This snake person that wants to come in, they're going to want 60%. I heard 60% of whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah, loyalty. To you, loyalty is like one of the most important things. You hate liars. You hate when people lie to you. I could definitely resonate with that. You have not had true friends in a very long time. And so when these new people come in, don't think that they're like the old people, okay? Because that'll just be you projecting your trauma. I would heal from what these other people that were kind of backstabbers, because the new people that come in, they will be loyal to you, and they're not going to be there to hurt you. They're going to be there to help you. And so just know that you're protected when it comes to that. You're not going to make the same mistake. Look, this is going to give you a major new beginning, a new beginning that's going to literally usher in an era of change. 6, monetary success. So yeah, you will start a new job and life clean sweep over. By whatever this is that you create, you will be creating so much positive karma. It's like putting it forward, and then it just keeps creating for you. You also may come into union with a publisher, okay? Savings. So in this new beginning, you'll want to make a separate account to where you can put some money and save, just in general, for a rainy day, okay? It says that you always need to put something off for a bad day, create savings for the future. That's not to say something bad is going to happen. It's just when you get this money, don't spend it all at once. Save some of it, because in the future, you could need to replace a tire for your car. I'm just coming up with regular things that would happen. You could need to, fix something going on in your house. So you want to have that money put to the side, and your guides will tell you like how a second crow now is talking, flying overhead. That is so funny. Yeah, you literally you'll be told how much to put away in this other account, and it will add up to exactly what you need, possibly even a little bit more than what you need if anything were to come up. And just anticipate normal obstacles coming up, like replacing your tires, getting an oil change, that type of thing. Yeah, you're here to reap the fruits of your labor. And so that's also what's going to go into savings as well. So it's time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. Rich gain is here. So yeah, like whatever you create will continue to keep creating. So it's something that's going into what, and use an angel number in what you charge for whatever this is that you create. Okay. Because, a lot of people, when they create content, they're just charging because it's coming from them, but this will be coming from actual spirit guides and ancestors. So you might be able to charge a little bit more, especially if this is a class or a course that you teach. You also may want to think about becoming Reiki certified or doing quantum touch, doing some type of modality that you can offer to other people. Yeah, it's because it's going to create more opportunities. And the fruits of your labor will continue to create new opportunities for you. Like you could write a book that could change a lot of people's lives, and then you could do a TED talk, be contacted by whoever does that, and then literally, or you could be interviewed on a TV show or something like that. It says new opportunities, change of workplace or business trip. Your workplace may be changing. If you were working in an actual physical location, you may be working from home now or something like that. So you'll want to create a area in your home that is good for working, basically. And don't be afraid of these endings, because you have to understand that for this new phase to begin, an old phase has to end. And the old phase, I think, is tied to whatever belief or fear of lack and scarcity that you witnessed growing up. And it could be the most minute thing that somebody said about money. Maybe your parents said that you have to work hard to make money or something like that. It could, whatever this belief is, it's something that you heard and that you saw, and then you adapted it as total truth, because that's what our brains do. But that even that way of thinking is coming to an end, because that thought or belief cannot move forward with you into the future, and it's not meant to. There's limitless abundance, and you don't have to work hard to get it. You can have fun and make money too. All right. Independence. You can be independent, literally. And this is going to create, the ending of this old cycle is going to create independence for you. So if you were turned down for a job, it's because that wasn't going to give you independence, basically. Yeah, limiting beliefs that you hear every day at home and at work. That's exactly what it is. And letting go of that, because those are other people's truths. Those are other people's beliefs. Those are not really your beliefs. They're just something you're witnessing. But you can see that if you pay it forward and you create something that's going to help people, people will buy it. If it's got good energy in it, people are going to want it. It says manage money yourself. Independence guarantees security. Don't depend on others. You won't have to. And then this could be about how you express yourself, like exactly how I was talking about the TED Talks and writing a book, making a course. It says open up your heart and connect with others. I feel like the only extra education or training that you would actually need would be if you wanted to do energy healing and expand on that. But besides that, I feel like you have everything within you already. So this is not really a lifetime for you to be going and learning a whole bunch of things and taking all these classes. Literally, this is a lifetime for you to be going within yourself, getting all of that high priestess knowledge and bringing it forward to help others. Wisdom, literally, because your wisdom, the things that you've lived through, are things that other people are going through. And so if you can shed light on how to get past blockages and how to move forward, then that's going to help other people. Your throat chakra is very, very powerful. Okay, what else does she need to know? That you're going to go through a transformation. You, on the other side of this transformation, you're going to feel like a completely different individual. And people may be very jealous of this transformation that you go through, but just don't pay them any attention. Because they're going to be stuck in that old way of thinking, and they're going to want you to go backwards and to be stuck in fear. And you don't need to fear expressing yourself or expressing the knowledge and wisdom that you hold. It says insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. And this is going to bring you sweet success. So there is a transformation going on right now. It says it's not difficult to get everything you want and to enjoy it. And that whole, you can't have your cake and eat it too. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Why would you even get cake if you're not going to eat it? Yes, you can have cake and eat it too. Vacation, you may want to schedule like little breaks, especially when you work from home. So literally start a perfect vacation and enjoy the freedom. If you haven't taken a vacation, there may be one that you win. Like, you know how you can win free vacations and stuff. My throat just got really hoarse. So somebody is afraid of you speaking your truth. I can definitely feel that. I don't know why they're so scared. Maybe they're afraid of you revealing something about them. I don't think you intentionally are going to be pointing fingers at people and saying, this is who traumatized me and this is what I had to learn from. Like, I don't think you're going to be doing that. So this person, they need to back up off your energy. Because you got a guardian angel here. Caked her as Cake by the Ocean song. That's exactly it. That is so funny. Seriously, you have a guardian angel, somebody that is watching over your finances so that you do not fall into misfortune. It says some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortunes. And again, yeah, there may be a whole class of people that are very judgmental towards you because, you know, they have to rely on a system to get their needs met. Just ignore those people. Anybody that poo-poos your ideas, they don't know what they're talking about, okay? Fast changes. This is going to be a fast change. The more that you allow these beliefs to just subside and overcoming them by not believing in them, basically, not giving them any power, the faster this change is going to come in. So can we get a time frame? Like 3 months? It may take you 3 months to create something, 3 months to write something, 3 months to manifest something. But just think of it this way. Time is going to go by whether you work on this project or not. So you might as well work on this project and then get paid for it in the future. You know what I mean? Because time is going to go by either way. That's the way I look at things. I'm thinking of time as money. You know, you may end up becoming some type of life coach or spiritual advisor. Maybe not exactly reading cards, but it may be something like advising people on how to manage their finances, how to manage their, you know, their lives basically. And you may end up doing like Zoom calls or face-to-face sessions. Yes, it does feel like it could be a family member for sure. Absolutely. But I feel like this family member, you know, they are just experiencing lack and scarcity. It's not like they're trying to, they don't want to see you suffer. Okay. But like all they know is suffering, basically. When you're dealing with people that only know poverty, that's their only perspective. Money matters. It says expense, save, cut, cost, resource, plan ahead, and make an informed choice. Yeah, because there will be people that come to you. They're like, oh, I can create a website for you. Oh, I can do this for you. You don't need anybody to do any of that for you. You can do all of that by yourself. You're also a very good writer. Whatever you put, when you put your words, I would be writing down your goals, because what you write down will become successful. It will manifest. And you will be in a position of power to help people. You may end up developing some type of dating app, or I'm not even joking why that came through. Love life, some type of, you could end up doing like relationship counseling or something like that, helping people match with others spiritually. I mean, there's really not a spiritual dating site, which there should be, where you can like have different compatibilities and stuff like that between the people. Okay, let's get a conclusion on what we need to know. Investment. It's all what you invest your time and your energy into. So any investment that you make in creating this new life for yourself, the results will bring you prosperity. Just know that. Know that time is going to go by either way. So taking little baby steps each day to work towards your goal is going to lead you to where you need to be. And literally, if other people are watching you, aka family members, and they're like, well, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. You can do whatever you want. You're an adult. Okay. You're not 16 anymore. If you want to create a website that offers different courses on how to help people get their lives together, then that's what you want to do. And that's what you can do. If you want to create a spiritual dating site for people to be spiritually matched with compatibility, then that's what you can do. You know, don't let anybody in your family or the people around you, whoever this snake is, tell you that you're not good enough or that you don't know what you're talking about, because they don't know what they're talking about. You know, you could even teach something about the occult, how to use, you know, like I was saying, crystals, meditation, that type of thing. And, you know, there's so many different choices for you to choose from. I really just think you should go towards whatever makes you feel the most passionate, because the more passionate you are about something, the easier it's going to be to complete it, right? Whatever the project is. So the only thing that can stop you is you, and if you listen to other people. But I promise you that you have got this, and taking little steps today. Yeah, dating app. Literally taking little steps today, and every day will get you to where you need to go, literally. So yeah, just some things to think on. I would do a meditation and ask your guides to show you. And this could even be art. It could be literally anything. But I do feel like you are meant to be a teacher and a leader to a lot of people who are lost. And so, you know, whoever this family member is that's also lost, they could actually benefit off of whatever it is that you create. So I hope that helped you. I know that if you work towards your goals, you're going to be successful. And it doesn't matter if anybody tries to put y'all in the freezer or whatever they try to do, you're supported by spirit. Art in your head. Oh my gosh. I love that, you guys. I love that. Yeah. So whoever this energy is that's like a snake, you know, they don't want to see y'all succeed for some reason. Let's just see. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for supporting me, Phoenix Empress. You are awesome. And I would be so excited to see what you create. Look, new beginning. Somebody's trying to block a new beginning. And they're not going to be successful at this, though. Like, literally. Because they didn't create the beginning that you're in right now. You created it, so they can't block a new one from coming in. Some people... Yeah, this person's very scandalous. They could be creating a conspiracy. Oh, I love that. Thank you for the flowers. Yeah, this person could be scheming, plotting, plot planning. They're planning some type of manipulation. They're afraid of you speaking your truth and giving a testimony because it's going to out them. The people already know that this person's a snake. This is not going to surprise anybody that they are an asshole, like straight up. And anybody trying to put you all in the freezer, you have ice as one of your magical powers. They might want to be mindful that by doing that, it's just going to create a new beginning for you. Look at this. Warrior angels, Zacuriel, Zophiel, Seraphiel, Jangoniel, Wariel, Turiel, Arachiel. You have warrior angels showing up for you. That is so, so badass, because seriously, this is the time in your life where, people are trying to block you, and, it's like only working against them. Truly, they're the ones that are blocked. Just think of it this way. If somebody is trying to stick you in their freezer and trying to put curse magic in their freezer, who is that going to curse? It's going to curse them. Why would it even affect you if they're sticking it in their own freezer? As somebody that's wanting to bully you, fight with you, argue with you, isolate you, they could be trying to blackmail you. They're going to be unsuccessful at that. I don't think you're ashamed of your past, and everybody that's alive has been through something that's traumatized them. You know what I mean? So we can't really blackmail other people that are not ashamed of their past. Yeah, no one can stop God's plan. That's exactly it. They can try to frame you and set you up, but again, it's them that's going to look stupid. Seriously. These people look weird and delusional. Because who does shit like that? Oh, I don't want to see them succeed. They're moving too fast. I can't catch up. Why are you even trying to compete with them in the first place? You are not this person's competition. And they could feel entitled because they were your friend or something, or they were a family member. They could feel entitled. Well, why don't I have the gift? Obviously, if you're putting people in the freezer, this is why God did not bless this person with anyone. See, they're pissed off because you love yourself, you care about yourself, you're self-made, you're authentic, you're self-created, and you have a personal foundation that's built on honesty. These people could be from the East Coast, the West Coast, the dirty South, the Midwest. They could be from another country as well. I do get that there's somebody in Canada and somebody in Australia that is upset about your progress, but they're completely irrelevant to your life. Okay. Like straight up. They do not live anywhere near you. They're irrelevant. They just know you from the internet. And even that, they're under some type of false disguise or something like that. So yeah, I just saw Western, Eastern time. So there could be somebody on the East Coast. They're in spiritual court right now on trial. It's judgment day for them. This person was trying to get into your Akashic records. They were wanting to see what spiritual contracts you have coming towards you. And they wanted to know if there were any vows that were going to block their plans. Yes, you have vows with God, but they're not bad vows. They're vows to just fulfill your purpose. These people could have been part of a prayer group. They're game players. This person could be, or these people, they could be a part of the LGBTQ plus community. Somebody that's a friend or an associate, a colleague, an acquaintance. Wow. They've got some very strange energy here. Very strange energy. A follower, maybe. Somebody that wants to be in alliance with you. There's nothing wrong with the LGBTQ plus community. I definitely support all communities, but this person is not honest about the way that they feel about you. And that's a little bit mischievous and a little bit devious to be going through whatever this is that they're going through and then lying to you about how they feel about you. Like, that's weird to me. And I think I'm going to say that it's wrong. This person could be transgender. That's what I was just drawn to. I think it's just wrong because there's not honesty in it. When somebody's being their honest, authentic self and they're like, hey, yeah, I don't know how they would say it, but like, I'm into you, I'm attracted to you, that would be the proper way to start a relationship with somebody, to be like, we're friends, but I am attracted to you. I would respect somebody so much more than somebody that tries to hide that, or tries to hide that they're going through something, and then you will use it against you later. This person has repressed, forgotten trauma, and they're missing a vital piece of the information, and they need to seek guidance elsewhere. This could vary. What they're missing, the vital piece of information, is that you're not into whatever this shit is that they're into. Whatever it is that they're doing with witchcraft, you're not into it. And if you were to find out what this person is trying to do with witchcraft, you would be upset. Not only because it's being directed towards you, but because it's just weird. I don't think maybe transgenderism is something that has to do with witchcraft. From what I understand, a lot of it has to do with walk-in souls, where one soul will be in that body and it will be like, I've had enough. And a near-death experience will happen, and that soul will walk out and another one will walk in. And it has a different energy. And that's why when people go through those near-death experiences, they come back and people are like, they're a different person. Joey used to love spaghetti. Now he hates spaghetti. Like, what happened? It's like, that's a different soul in that body. That's what happened. And so, yeah, this person, that whoever they are to you, they need to be honest with themselves. Okay. Because there's nothing wrong with being bisexual, homosexual, transsexual, transgender, or heterosexual. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're not being honest with yourself on how you feel, then you're trying to deceive somebody else. Okay. This person could have been I swear this person's laughing in your face and bullying you on the internet. Because I did get that this person's an internet person. They could be trying to snitch on you. They're an op. They could be trying to hack your devices, a false person, a bot, a drone. They're spying on you because they know that your destiny is great. This person knows that. This person in another life tried to drag you into spiritual court and they got judged. Like, I'm not even joking. This person's also has violent tendencies, They also have very radical, and I don't like talking about politics because I'm not interested in it and I don't know anything about it. But this person's got very radical beliefs, okay? Very harsh beliefs. And for them to be a part of the LGBTQ plus, maybe they're denying themselves, but for them to have these hardcore beliefs about other people is crazy to me, because they would want compassion, when it comes to people dealing with them. This person's trying to use the internet to evil wish you, to send bad wishes to you, to banish you, to send you conflict, to put you in poverty. They're literally trying to use the internet. So they're basically committing computer crimes, energy harvesting, vampirism, a shapeshifter. Obviously, somebody that's going through transgender is a shapeshifter. They're literally going through the process of shapeshifting into another gender. But yeah, like literally this person, they have some crazy beliefs that are really, really offensive and sad. Like, this person is the type of person that is dangerous. Okay. They're dangerous. They're whatever their radical beliefs are about politics and other people. It's a little harsh. They might want to be mindful about what they say and how they respond to other people, because this person would not want that same hatred to be brought back upon them, and intolerance, right? Like, it's kind of bringing up the Charlie Kirk thing. Like regardless of whatever his beliefs were, that person did not deserve to be unalived. Point blank, period. People do, I've talked about that before. It's like this radical, crazy belief system that people are holding, that they believe good riddance and all this shit. Like, there is a saying that says, do not speak ill of the dead. There is a reason for that, especially when an injustice was done, because obviously an unaliving of somebody else is an injustice and it doesn't make it right. And there's nothing that person could say or do that would make them being unalived and executed, okay. And that's why I feel like unaliving other people is not the answer to fixing problems. It's just not. Two wrongs do not create a right. So this person's like some type of radical. Yeah, what they're not seeing is that you have the Most High God with you. You're connected to the source. You have a soul, you're connected to spirit, the Holy Spirit. You're getting divine intervention, which is why this person's stupid attempt to freeze your progress is not working. They thought that this was going to slow you down, but it's actually speeded you up because you have natural ice magic within you. Like I said, I have that frost giant part of my actual genetics. So if somebody tries to freeze me, it's only going to work to my benefit. I really feel like anything that anyone tries to do to you is going to work for your benefit. That's just the way that God has set it up. Yeah, this person wants to make you like the opposition, but they also want to be a companion to you. Like, it's a very weird energy. I think that this person wants to destiny swap. They want to be the lover, and they also want to be somebody that teaches you. This person does not want you to listen to your ancestors because your ancestors are going to warn you about them. They also don't want you to listen to your spirit guides. So this person's throwing a fit. Yeah, this mother, father, sister, brother, family member, spouse, children, step parents, grandparents, this person, what I'm getting is that they like to make people the villain in their story. This person, their family could have been a part of MK Ultra, okay? MK Extra. They could have been abused growing up and tortured, like literally, by their own family members. This is very sad. It still doesn't give this person the right to try to come for you, though. You know what I mean? This person, the real villain in their story is actually this person's narcissistic family members. Those people are the real villains. It's not you. You've not done anything to warrant. I mean, if anything, this person that's been through MK Ultra abuse should be putting their parents in the fucking freezer. That would be more appropriate, stopping the people that actually abuse them. But even now, doing it now, it's way beyond the fact. This person's away from their family now, and this person's family will never accept them as a transgender person, okay, or whatever, or part of the LGBTQ plus. Their family will not accept them. That's probably why they are hiding this from everybody. They could be a card. Well, obviously, MK Ultra is a coven secret society Illuminati thing, but it's also a government thing. These people are gatekeepers, and they're attached to gatekeepers, and they want to gatekeep you. People will say they love you, but then do the weirdest shit ever. No one can stop what God is doing in your life. That's point blank, period. But people will say that they love you and then go and they'll be like, oh, I'm doing this because I love them. And it's like, no, your actions actually speak much louder than your words. And nobody would do this to somebody that they love. And if that's what this person is thinking love is, then they're misinterpreting the entire subject of love. And this person could just be repeating patterns that were imprinted upon them by their narcissistic MK Ultra having parents, to be honest. Yeah, you have more warrior angels showing up for you. These are very protective angels. Tamatiel, Arakiel, Mangoriel, Bequariel, Aremiel, Facloriel, and Dariel. What just stood out there? What was that? Yeah, I'm seeing archons and the men in black. The men in black could have visited you when you were a child. This person is cheating. They're trying to cheat something. They're trying to compete. They're lying, deceiving, hoodwinking. They've got bad intentions, and they're definitely an imposter. They are not who they say they are, and they're not who they're pretending to be either. And like, if this person would just love themselves, they wouldn't be up under judgment like this. If they would let this shit go and just be who they actually are and love themselves for who they are and not try to be somebody else. Now, if this is somebody from your childhood, this person's parents could have praised you while they were growing up, and they could be very jealous of that. You got Cthulhu, La Sirene, Leviathan energy showing up. Leviathan has to do with the energy of envy. So this person could be very envious, which is kind of weird, to be sexually into you and then envious of you. Yeah, their energy is return to sender times 10. This is a big backfire here. Reversing curse, black magic backfires, reversal of bad fortune, bad karma. This is their spell work is blocked. Whatever this is that they're doing. The archetypes deck. Okay, let's look at the archetypes and see what that shows us about this person. And I think why Spirit is revealing this person is because there was a big question mark of like who is working against me behind the scenes and why. And this is literally why. Okay. They feel like you are some type of competition. They also feel like you could heal them or fix them in some type of way, but it's not your job to. You know, you don't have to help anybody that you don't want to help. And God's not going to instruct you to help somebody who's stabbing you in the back, okay? Like straight up. So if you were called to walk away from this person, they could be very bent out of shape about that. This person also could be pissed off because you have a womb and maybe they don't and they want one. There's something that you've always had that is like intellectual or it's divine that they can't really pinpoint. But they want it, but they don't really know how to describe it. So that's where this energy is coming from. This person wanted to make you the villain while they wanted to be the hero. Let's get the likes up, you guys. We only got 6 likes on the video. This is a great message. Look at this, gnosis. So this has to do with your inner knowing. You know something about this person. The mystic. This person could want to be a mystic, but that's not their calling. They really need to go heal seriously from what their parents did to them. Maybe they should write a book about, you know, like being an MK Ultra and shit and leave you alone. I don't know what to tell this person. They're not going to have the victory. It's like whatever they're wanting, they're not going to get it. Especially when it comes to you, the ring, literally. The ring is a good card because to me, what rings are is symbols of protection. You know, it's like the ring is a circular energy, which means energy and motion that keeps flowing. So I do get that the rings of Saturn have something to do with this. This person could be trying to use rules and regulations to block you. Yeah, they don't know that you're this warrior. That's part of what they're not seeing here. Fact, they know that you're the mystic and that you have this gnosis within you, but they don't know that you're the warrior. They don't know that you'll be able to defeat them, or they probably wouldn't have tried this. The temple. See, this person is trying to gain access to wherever you live. They want to know what area you live in. They want to know a lot of things about you that's not their business. And you're making your residence and where you are a temple. You're also making your body a temple. And that's why you're going to be successful. Yeah, you are the gem of the universe, literally. You are the universe's prized possession. And this person can sense it. They just don't know how to put it to words. And maybe they would never express that because then they would have to acknowledge it to be true. The castle. Like I said, this person wants to know where you live. They're like, where do they stay at? How can I get into their house? How can I do a breaking and entering spiritually into their home? Can I freeze their home? Can I get them put out? This person is literally delusional. The bardo. You have knowledge that goes between life and death. You know the process between life and death. This could be the knowledge that this person is after. They're not getting their hands on this knowledge that you have. Even if you wanted to share it with the world, this person wouldn't be able to use it to their benefit. They're a shapeshifter. Point blank period. You've got your sword up against them because you needed to protect yourself. This person was making offerings, you know, to whatever. And these offerings are being rejected. Yeah, You're the shaman. This person knows that you're the shaman and the mystic. They could have been making a shamanistic offering. I don't know what that would be, but you might want to Google that. I don't know if it really matters because it's not doing whatever it's supposed to do. It's not working. Agape. This person has left themselves wide open for attack. Like, seriously. By doing this, they've left themselves wide open for attack. They do not understand God, okay? They don't. They really do not understand God. And they don't understand you either. The river. Literally, I feel like there's going to be, because this person tried to put y'all in the freezer, their freezer may break. It may overflow with water. I'm seeing a lot of like leakage coming out of this fridge and freezer. Okay. Whatever this is a major backfire. They're going to have to replace their freezer or their fridge. Thanatos, it's a death. It's an ending. They were trying to literally stop something with that. This is actually comical because this person is blocking themselves. You're not being stopped. They are. The tear. This person could be literally crying. First, they were laughing at you, and now they're crying. Hilarious. Kairos. You have some hidden knowledge within you that goes beyond the creation of the pyramids. You know, I think that this person, they're giving me stalky vibes. They're a little bit of a stalker. Yeah, the pilgrim. This person wants to stop the voyage that you're on. I feel like you shouldn't reach a destination. They're the hunter. They're trying to hunt you down. This is such a backfire. And they're wearing a mask. This person will never tell you who they actually are because they will not admit that to themselves. The kiss. And this reminds me of the kiss that Judas gives Jesus to betray him. Yeah, the mother. You're being seen as the mother, as the mothering energy to nature and to the planet. And so this other person, they don't know what they're fucking with. It would be wise for them to count their losses and just move on and leave you be. The animal, but because of their animal instincts and their lower like urges, this person is going to continue to pretend to be your friend and then stab you in the back. They're a weirdo. And then they're going to be all sexually attracted to you and trying to change all of this shit is weird. It is weird. I don't think that this person is going to be successful. And I don't think that in the bigger picture, they don't really matter. But this is a lesson for you on who to trust and where to put your energy and, you know, who you can help. And it's literally a lesson on who you can inspire and who you can't inspire. There will be some people that you just can't help because they don't want to help themselves. And when you're dealing with people that have crazy, radical, seriously dangerous viewpoints on the world, like you can't change people's minds. You can just try to inspire people to do better. Yeah, this person is confused. They're in doubt. They're denying themselves who they actually are. They're in indecision. They're in scarcity, lack. They're in limbo, and they're in purgatory. And they want you to take their place. No, you're not going into purgatory. This person put themselves there. Is this person, so you could have air sign in your chart, or this person could be an air sign. Interesting. Air sign is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I think Aquarius is air and water also. But yeah, getting major air sign from this person. Or you could have air in your chart as well. Let's see. Yeah, this person, you know, they do not know your lineage. Because I'm getting Africa, Asia, America, Antarctica, Australia, South America, Europe, and Egypt. This person doesn't know your lineage. As long as you continue to just like ground your energy, you're going to be fine and not engage with this person. It says go for walks, spend time outside, spend time with a pet, a dog, a bird, a cat, lizard, horse, rat, snake, whatever it is that you love. Okay. And then there's also a fire sign energy coming out. Interesting. Which could be Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius are the fire signs. So we have air and fire. Interesting. Okay, what else do we need to know, Holy Spirit, before we go? I think that this person may have lied to you about their zodiac. What a flippin' weirdo. Weirdo. This person could have the Chinese zodiac of the rat or the snake or the dragon. One card for the present energy on the situation. Yeah, I mean, we have Alienatu, Alienel, Olodumare, Bonque, Quetzalcoatl, Yorgamunder, Severus. You're protected. The Mongolian deathworm, Cetus, Thunderbirds, Birdman, Yeti, Bigfoot. You are protected by forces that they do not understand. Okay, you could go into nature and literally see a Bigfoot. This person might want to be mindful when they go into nature what they're going to experience, what they keep trying to lie to you. Because this person is lying. They're a liar. Like that's basically, they're trying to deceive you in some type of way. They're very vexed, afraid, scared, intimidated, paranoid, haunted, guilty. They could be facing some type of lunacy and they want absolution for what they've done. This person, look, politics, rulers, rules, restriction. They're trying to use some type of rules against you. This person has some radical politic belief. What is it? What is it? It is called politics, I guess. Political, that's the word. Some weird ass beliefs, okay? Like extremists. And so maybe you fall into the category of their extremist beliefs, but they shouldn't be trying to smile in your face and stab you in the back. This person is in the past. Let them stay there. They will be back. They're going to just try to apologize and think that that's going to make it better. How can they apologize for, oh, I tried to block your life, your forward movement, and your success and tried to make you put, no, bitch, you can't even apologize for shit like that. This person, they could have been misusing Islam, Buddhism, Satanism. I don't know how you could misuse Satanism, but whatever. Hinduism, Wiccan, paganism, Zoroastrianism, whoever this person, whatever group they're involved with, they're getting kicked out of it because they've misused whatever practices are in that. This person could be facing a car accident. They could have been trying to make you have a car accident. This person's facing a roadblock, obstacles. They're in the dark night of the soul. There's a past life karmic contract with them, and they want a trauma bond with you. So beware of somebody coming in trying to trauma dump on you, like take your good energy and tell you all their problems. All you have to say is like, listen, sir, ma'am, I do not have the emotional or mental capability to process what you're talking about. You might want to go to a therapist and talk with them about it because I can't help you. That's all you need to say. Yeah, this person has pissed off these deities of this religion. Okay, Yaldabaoth, Theos, Sakla, Jehovah, Yahweh, Nyarlathotep, Shugos, and Sophia. This person is pissed off and Allah. Why don't I have Allah on that one? I'm adding that. We're going to add it at the bottom here. But yeah, this person is misusing whatever type of spirituality or religion. And they could be trying to have you judged by religious beliefs or something that they hold, which has nothing to do with you. Okay, what else do we need to know? They've got some type of demonic entity attached to them, demonic force, demonic possession, demonic influence, demonic attachment. So that's why it's good to stay away from these people. Or I think that you're dealing with a fire sign and an air sign. I don't think that that's the same person. What else do we need to see? Just cleanse your space, clear your energy, cleanse your home, bless your property, take a spiritual bath, do a smudging ritual, burn some incense, leave an offering to your ancestors, do a releasing ritual, burn some incense to God. God loves burnt offerings, aka incense. Yeah. It's that whatever this demonic force is, it's not able to attach to you because you are not matching its vibration. Like by you cleansing your home and like just cleaning up around you, it's causing this, whatever they're trying to attach to you, it's causing it to be confused and upset. And it's going back to this person. There could be somebody that's a neighbor in your community, society, environment, city, area code. You may want to pray over your neighbors. This person, because what happens when you're protecting your space and you have like an air sign that's trying to attack your house, if you have neighbors around you that are not protected, that don't cleanse their space, then that demonic energy is going to attach to a neighbor. It's going to bounce off you, bounce off your home and your property, and it's going to attach to something else, which could be a society, an environment, a city, an area code, a state, organization, a group, a community, and so you don't want your neighbors to be subjected to the torture and torment that this air and fire sign's causing. So just, pray for your neighbors, pray for your community, that whatever these people do, that it's in vain and that it does not affect you or anybody else in your community. And literally by you praying for the people around you, it's going to keep these people from turning against you. Does that make sense? Yeah, because this person, what they want to do overall, besides sleep with you, which is something that they do want to do, but they want to steal from you. They want to rob you in some type of way. This person could be telling other people that you keep large amounts of money in your house. No, you don't. The fuck are they talking about? Literally, this person wants you to be in debt. They want you to be desperate. They're the ones that are in debt. They're money hungry. They're greedy, and they want to steal from you, point blank, period. And they're being told no. They're literally being told no. And they're like, why? Why can't I have that? Why can't no? Because God said no is the fuck why. Literally. You're dealing with principalities, dignities, rights, powers, ashe, crowns. This person wants your throne and they want the authority that you hold. No, this person can't have it. They're trying to cause a tragedy, a loss, a sorrow, grief, pain, and a natural disaster to happen. And that's not what's going to happen. It's going to be a natural disaster for them. You could be feeling pin pricks, headaches, rashes, stabbing pains, anxiety, fear. Could be voodoo dolls or sympathetic magic. Let these people do whatever the fuck they feel they need to do. Just know that this shit is not going to hit you. It's going to hit them. If you're not a vibration to receive whatever this dumb shit is, then it's not going to hit you. So these people are going to resort to trying to do something in the physical to affect you because they can't do anything spiritual. Weak ass motherfuckers, dude. They're, these hitmen hit women that try to use witchcraft to unalive people. Energetic vampires, vices, 7 deadly sins. These people sold their soul to the devil. Point blank, period. They already did that. They owe Satan, not you. So you don't have anything to worry about. Literally. This person, they owe the devil so fucking bad. Like, seriously, they should have thought about that before they did this. But they were so vexed and afraid that you were going to progress beyond where they could control and manipulate and steal from you, that they just felt that they had to intervene and put you in the freezer and do dumb shit to you. They literally felt like they had to do this. No, they did not have to do that. That was a choice that they made off of their insecurity, not off of anything that you were actually doing that needed to be stopped. This air sign could be dealing with a court case. They could be pulled into court because they were trying to bring a spiritual or physical hit towards you. They could be about to be arrested. There's definitely documents and evidence on this person doing things that they should not be doing with this fire sign. I think these people know each other. Yeah, these people could be pretending to be like religious. And that's why I get that Yaldabaoth, Theos, Sakla, Jehovah, Yahweh, Nyarlathotep, Shoggoth, Sophia, and Allah are pissed because these people are pretending to be some type of church member, Lutheran, like this. These are the type of people that after they go get a hit done on you, now they want to go get baptized. Now they want to go get cleansed. This person actually thinks that they can go get a fucking satanic or weird ass baptism done and that that's going to release them from the obligation of paying back this negative karma. They are very delusional, and there is no religion that can take away your fucking sins. I don't care what anybody says about that. Only God can forgive people's sins and cleanse them of that, and they have to actually be repentant. This person only goes into wanting to be baptized so that they can be, because this person's lost their gifts and abilities. Both this fire sign and this air sign, they have lost their gifts and abilities to do whatever this was that they were trying to do to you. And so they can go get baptized, whatever they feel that they need to do, but God's not giving them their gifts back. It would have to take probably 20 plus fucking years of this person being true and actually being honest with God for them to put some sage in a candle to outside. There you go. Seriously. It would take these people having to be loyal to God for like probably 20 plus years before they would ever get their gifts back, and if they would get their gifts back. But I guarantee that they're not getting their gifts back because they only want to become Christian or whatever, a part of whatever religion now, so that they can hide under that religion. And they think that they're not going to get hit with this negative karma. These people can go get baptized if they want to. They're still getting their shit. What goes around comes around, and what they sent out is not hitting you, it's hitting them. They created a false narrative about you, and they're also creating a false narrative. This person is a dumb ass bitch. They think that they're actually going to trick God into giving them their gifts back when God knows that this person is not authentic. No, they were creating a false portrayal of you. They're a false prophet. This person is a false prophet, point blank, period. It's over. Give up the false pursuit. Or it says, give up the false persecution. Literally. This person is about to be punished severely. I would not want to be them. Like, literally, I feel like scared for this person. Water sign energy. Okay, this could also be somebody involved. I get that you guys could be earth sign energy or you could be water sign energy, but you don't have to be. You may want to look at where water's at in your chart because that's where your emotions are. But like literally, what would the Most High God do? The right thing. The Most High God would never have done any of this shit because it's just unnecessary. This person was bearing false witness against your name. They were lying on you to the police, making shit up. Defamation of character. Like I said, you will be able to sue these people in the future. They should have thought about that before they did this dumb shit. But these people, they act out of impulse. Whenever they get upset or mad at somebody else, they go on the fuck shit. They start to do this witchcraft. This person, if you've known this person for 20 years, they were doing witchcraft on you for 20 years. If you know them for 30 years, they were doing it for 30 years. If you've known them for 5, since you've known this person, they've been doing witchcraft on you. They're trying to remote view you and make a wish against you. That's their current energy because they know that nothing else that they've tried to do is going to work. This person knows that, and they don't have any more money to go to any type of practitioner to pay for this shit to be done. So that's why they resorted to using their own freezer, which has frozen their own life. It's put them in purgatory. They wanted your luck, your fortune, your luxury, your destiny, your fate, and your divine timing, and they're not getting it. It says pick a card from the Twin Flame Oracle. Interesting. And this person's starving for your energy. You've starved them out. You basically cut them off, and now they're like starving. That's funny. There could also be a water sign instructing these people to release your energy and to take you out of the damn freezer. Okay. Yes, there is a water sign that is telling these people to take you out of the freezer. Straight up. Justice. Justice. That's the card that came out. Justice for you. It says consequences, karma, law, and integrity. These people have no integrity. You're getting justice, which feels actually really good. It feels very good to get justice because this person was seriously trying to mess you over some type of serious way. All right. Is there anything else we need to know before we go? Well, obviously you're an earth angel, light worker, starseed, wise one, the chosen, and ascended master. So that's why they're doing this. But that's not a good enough reason to make up all this shit, to put police on you, to all of this. Like, that, not a good enough reason. These people are criminals. They could have been saying that you are a criminal, that you are committing crimes, fraud, identity theft, that you are beep beep, putting people into traffic, committing a felony. These people are scammers. Know that I do not exist on any other app other than YouTube. I have a Facebook, but I don't use it. And I have an Instagram, but I don't use that either. I only use it for like AI artwork that I create. But other than that, I do not do readings on any other platform. So if anybody is pretending to be me and saying, oh, I have a message for you, give me this amount of money, report them and block them because they're a scammer. But yeah, this person could be trying to create crimes in your name. They're really dumb because all of the evidence leads back to them, not to you. Yeah, this person is about to experience the wrath of God, the vengeance of God. Like I said, they lost their gifts. These two people, this fire sign and air sign that did voodoo on you and tried to put you in the freezer, they will not be getting their gifts back. I don't know how many times, and there's a water sign that told them that what they did was wrong, and that they should have never done this to you, and to take you out of the freezer. If they want to stop what's coming to them, they need to take you out of their freezer. Literally. These people started a war with you and with God. They tried to affect your spiritual legacy, and they wanted your spiritual inheritance. These people, if they come forward and apologize, ignore them. Straight up ignore them, because they're going to take you accepting their apology as them having an open door to set you up and frame you and put you in fucking prison. Okay. So yeah. These people, they need to learn something new. They're about to be taught something by the Most High. God is about to teach them that they didn't know shit. But yeah, I do get that these people are wearing a mask. They sold their soul to the devil. They're idol worshipers, demon worshipers. They're trying to cloak their energy, this air sign and fire sign. They don't want to be seen, but you already see them. So it's over. Okay, we'll pick a card from the angel numbers deck, and then we'll close the reading. Okay, so what do we need to know from the angel numbers? And whatever this voodoo doll shit is, this is over. In fact, the fire sign did a voodoo doll, so did the air sign. And they both put you in the freezer. That is dumb. Okay, there is a water sign that's actually knowledgeable. And they were bearing false witness. They were doing it all off of shit that they made up in their head. making shit up, defaming your character. This water sign has told them that, yeah, they're pretty much fucked. They need to take you out of the freezer, and they need to end whatever witchcraft they started. 1818, willpower, achievement, success, striving forward, prosperity, go-getters, courage, and luck. Wow, significant events are on the cards for you. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put on your path. An excellent proposal or change is coming up. You're destined for greatness. 1818. Yes, you are. You are destined for greatness. Nobody would do this shit to somebody that's not worth anything. Okay. Like, you have to know that these types of behaviors are not done towards people that are not worth anything. 1122, great shift. There's going to be a major shift coming forward. Personal growth, spiritual development, and manifesting goals. Oneness, connection, and completion. You're completing a cycle with these people, and there's nothing that they can do to stop that. It says, first focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts, then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in the favor of your intentions. So yeah, be very clear on what you want from the universe at this time, because you will receive that. 666, reflect. Love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, and self-love. So you do want to heal whatever this was within yourself that drew these weird ass people in, because you don't want to have that same experience. So I ask that whatever that is, that it comes to the forefront so that you can see it and then release it. Because it could just be like a thought or belief that people screw you over, and then that's what draws this experience in. It says several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and your inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. You guys are already really good people, but we can always become better versions of ourselves, okay? But I am so proud of you guys. Do not give up. 1515, the big break. You know, you're about to have something seriously break. And it could be this person's freezer and that bottle cracking or whatever they did. It says innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. There is another avenue of financial support coming to you. So keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. Remember when I was saying, oh, it was in the last reading, but when you follow your passion, you always complete whatever it is you're doing because you're passionate about it. It says all efforts will be rewarded big time. Okay, I'm hearing to pull one more card. 0330, lucky shirt, love, peace, hope, and optimism, transferring responsibility to others, progress, and creativity. If there was anything that these people gave you, get rid of it, okay? If you know who they are. It says, pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. Okay, I just want to see one more thing with the angel numbers. Yeah, 9999, lessons learned. So just consider this whole situation to be a lesson that's learned, right? And not like, oh, punish you, teach you a lesson, not that type of lesson. This is a life learning lesson so that you know how to deal with people when they've got this type of shit going on. So it says culmination, results, benefits, reflection, and completion. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you've arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimistic. It said that probably 3 times in here. Optimism and drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it and the reward goes to you. So as far as your destiny goes, you're already there. You've stepped into your power. And by you standing in your authentic willpower, causes these people to lose something. And it's not like we're like waiting for them to lose shit, because that's the inevitability of their actions is going to cause them to lose. But just know that these people, they're not getting one over on you. Even if they were able to deceive you in the past, you know who they are now. And it's like they're not able to hide, you know, they're not able to hide behind this shape-shifting weird shit. God is always going to show you who your enemies are, and God's always going to tell you how to get away from them. So just follow what your ancestors say, follow what your spirit guides say, and give these people to God. You don't really need to do anything to them. Like they are going to be the cause of their own destruction. Pride goes before the fall, and these people were prideful idiots, to be quite frank with it. They're prideful, hubris idiots. So allow them to fall on their own swords. You don't really need to do anything. By you standing in your authentic power, this first card, the force of light, is with you. Revealing your truth threatens them all. Let your light shine. You came here. You didn't come to this planet to hide. You came to this planet to be your authentic self and to shine your light very brightly. So do so. And don't be afraid of people that poo-poo it, because there are going to be bullies and weirdos and people that are scandalous and jealous people. Expect to experience that, but know that those types of people are weak as fuck and they don't have power over you or your reality. And so they can feel however they need to feel, but like literally, okay, I love you guys. Literally, you guys are going to have the success. You have won this battle and you know who these people are. And now you're going to sidestep whatever they have planned for you. And these people are going to fall on their own knives and their own swords and on their own pew-pews, and they're going to look real dumb. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you guys for being here. Please like the video. We got 13 likes. Let's get to 16 likes. Let's actually get to 30 likes. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. I am so proud of you. Continue to follow your dreams. Continue to do what's right. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Shaman Maria. You're amazing. You're amazing. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Until the next reading, peace be with you. Have a wonderful day. Go do something that you enjoy. Okay. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.